So you must have heard this at least once in your life from somebody, from your friends or your family or anybody you know, that I might not be a churchgoer, but I am surely a good person. But the question is being good enough? Hi everyone, my name is Matthew. Praise the Lord. And so today we are discussing about this question that we have, or the statement that we have often heard, that I might not be a churchgoer, but I am surely a good person. But what is this good? You see, the definition of good is not a universal doctrine that is same for everybody. Being a good person differs from person to person and from situation to situation. So for me, if going for mass or visiting Jesus in the most blessed sacrament is the definition of being a good person, for somebody else it might be social work or not to pass judgments on somebody. That might be the definition of a good person. But who decides what is good and what is bad? In Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8 to 9, it says, "For it is by God's grace that you have been saved through faith. It is not the result of your own efforts, but God's gift, so that no one can boast about it." So God ensures that we do not boast about what the good things that we have done. Because whatever graces that we receive, whatever blessings that we have in life, or whatever mercy God has shown towards us and on our families, is because of His goodness, of His greatness. It is because by His graces that we are saved and not by our good deeds. Because as mentioned earlier, being good differs from person to person and from situation to situation. But is being good enough? Is it okay just to be good? I often give this example to my friends when I share that, for a thief, stealing is good because it is through stealing that they earn their livelihood. You might give them n number of reasons why you should not steal. Instead of stealing, go and work hard, earn money, and that is how you make your livelihood. But they will not understand because from a very young age, they have been taught and they have seen and they have faced things which has made them to steal. But is stealing good? No, it is definitely not good. How do we determine what is good and what is bad? Wouldn't it be easier if we got a guidebook or a set of rules and regulations that will help us determine that? That will make the job very easy for us. But guess what? We do have a guidebook, and that guidebook is called the Bible. And who has written the rules in this guidebook? It is God Himself. And who teaches us about these rules? It is the church. So if you say that I might be a good person, maybe I'm not going to church, but I'm a good person, you're wrong. Because even if you're good now, you have no guarantee that you will be good in the future as well, because you are away from the church. And what is this church? Is it just a building? Is it just a monument? Is it just a basilica? Is it a pilgrimage center? What is it? The church is not made of bricks and stones. It is made with God and you and me. The church is a union, it's a communion of Jesus and His people. Both of them come together and make the church. If only the people is there but there is no Jesus in it, the church is incomplete and hence it is not a church, it is just a mass gathering. And if there is only Jesus but there are none of His followers are present, then again the church is incomplete. Therefore, the church is a communion between you and God. So saying that I am away from the church means you're away from God Himself. So if you're away from God who has written the rules of good and bad in His guidebook, how can you say that I am a good person? Because God is goodness. And being attached, being one with God is called being good. And being away from God is called being bad. So the next time if any of your friends tells you that I don't have to go to church, even if I'm not going to a church, I am a good person. Even though I'm not a church goer, I'm a good person. Just remind them of this fact that, my dear friend, you might be good now, but there is no guarantee of you being good in the future.